Hi there, it's December 25th, and Merry Christmas. And time for Proverbs 25. Over there. Now, this is the beginning of also Proverbs of Solomon, many of which we've heard before, which the men of Hezekiah, king of Judah, copied. Right? It's said that Solomon wrote over 3,000 Proverbs, right? Many of which aren't, in the general knowledge. And like I said, most of those we've heard before, but these are the ones King Hezekiah's men copied, so we'll go over these too. It's all Bible, right? Okay, verse 1, these are also Proverbs of Solomon, which the men of Hezekiah, king of Judah, copied. Okay, it is the glory of God to conceal a matter, and the glory of kings to search it out. Yeah, he said that before. As high as heaven and deep as earth, so the hearts of kings are unsearchable. But we never had a king, so I'm not sure how that works, right? Not sure how that works. Remove impurities from silver, and out comes material for the refiner. Remove the wicked from the king, and his throne will be established in righteousness. We don't need to do that, huh? Okay. And we talk about this all the time. Heating up silver till it melts, and impurities float to the top, and scrape it off, and you're left with pure silver, gold, iron, hearts, anything you melt, right? 6, do not honor yourself in the king's presence, and do not stand in the place of great men. This is important. Better for him to say to you, come up here, than for you to be humiliated before a nobleman. That's weird that starts there, huh? So this one's 6. If you go to a function or thing, don't automatically go up and sit in the front, okay? Because once a bunch of people show up and somebody comes along and says, I'm sorry, this is somebody else's seat, your seat is back there, and you have to get up in front of everybody and walk to the back and be embarrassed, right? If you sit in the back, right, and then somebody says, hey, we have a seat for you up front, then they can walk you up front in front of everybody, and then you can be honored, right? Remember that. Kind of important. 8. What your eyes have seen, do not bring hastily to court, or what will you do afterward when your neighbor puts you to shame? Argue your case with your associate without betraying another's confidence, or the one who hears it will shame you, and you will never lose your bad reputation. Right? Don't be one of these tattletales. A fitting reproof is precious. Like apples of gold in settings of silver is a word aptly spoken. Right? A word aptly spoken. Most of the time you shouldn't speak, but sometimes. Like a gold earring or a gold ornament is a wise reproof to a receptive ear. Wise reproof to a receptive ear. Like the coolness of snow at harvest time is a faithful messenger to those who send him, for he refreshes his master's soul. Right? Faithful messengers, right? There are those that are not. They're going to lie and cause trouble. Yeah. Like clouds and wind without rain is one who boasts about a gift not given. Happens all the time, doesn't it? I'm going to do this for you, and this for you, and this for you. Pledges, right? Through patience, a ruler may be persuaded, and a soft tongue can break a bone. Right? Got that? A soft tongue can break a bone. Words are very, very powerful. You should not use them unless you are building somebody up and edifying them, and being kind and making them feel better. Right? Proverbs for daily life. Right? Like I said, some of these we can remember Solomon saying them. When you find honey, eat just enough, lest you are stuffed and vomit it. Right? Too much candy give you a bellyache. 17. Seldom set foot in your neighbor's house, lest he become weary of you and loathe you. Okay. Do not wear out your welcome. Some people do. They're always there. 18. Like a club, a sword, or a sharp arrow is one who bears false witness against his neighbor. All right. False witness. Lying about somebody. 19. Like a broken tooth or a lame foot is confidence in the unfaithful in time of trouble. All right. You find out who your friends are when you get in trouble, right? Most of them scatter. Okay. Even Jesus, his apostles, when he was arrested, they scattered. Okay. Sad thing. 20. Like taking off a garment on a cold day, or like vinegar poured on soda, is one who sings songs to a heavy heart. Don't sing songs to a heavy heart. If somebody is sad, depressed, you don't want to be the clown, okay? That's not going to change anything. It's going to make it worse. 21. Jesus said this: if your enemy is hungry, give him bread to eat. If he's thirsty, give him water to drink, for you will heap coals of fire on his head, and Adonai will reward you. And I bet this talks about Romans 12:20. I like this Messianic Jewish version of the Bible because they point to the New Testament a lot. Yeah, Jesus said this, right? Love your enemies. 23. A north wind brings rain, and a backbiting tongue angry faces. Right? Backbiting. Gossip. Right? Rumors. Right? And we've heard Solomon talk about this a lot. Better to dwell in the corner of a roof than share a house with a quarrelsome wife. Or 700 of them, right? 25. Like cold water to a weary soul is good news from a distant land. We need some of that, don't we? We do. 26. Like a muddied spring or a polluted well is a righteous person who yields before the wicked. There's some of these in Congress, right? Don't give up. 27. It's not good to eat too much honey, or honorable to seek one's own honor. Right? Too much honey. You know, it is said, I read somewhere, right? 1 teaspoon of honey a day, and you can survive on 1 teaspoon of honey a day. It has all the vitamins, everything you need to survive. You can get off of 1 teaspoon of honey a day. Keep honey around, right? It can save your life. Too much of it will make you sick. Or neither is it honorable to seek one's own honor. That's pride, right? Pride, conceit, arrogance. That's not honor. That's pride, conceit, arrogance, and God detests that. Okay? 28. Like a city whose walls are broken down is one with no control over his temper. Seen guys like that? People like that, they break. I mean, they go in the stores and they break things and they scream, and it's just like, it's just a French fry, okay? Calm down. But you can't tell them to calm down because they've already lost control of their temper. You see these videos all the time of people trashing stores and trying to hurt people and break things just because some poor kid got an order wrong because he either hit the wrong button or he didn't hear him right. And suddenly the guy wants to kill everybody. I mean, it's crazy. It happens. It happens. So there you go. That's Proverbs 25 for Christmas Day. Didn't highlight it a whole lot in here. These are Hezekiah's. And like I said, most of the stuff we've heard before and gone into detail. This one's kind of important. Do not honor yourself in the king's presence, and do not stand in the place of great men. Better for him to say to you, come up here, than for you to be humiliated before a nobleman. Right? Right? And it's not just the king's presence, any any fancy function, sit in the back. Okay? If they have a place for you up front, they will say, we have a place for you up here. And everybody can watch them walk you up to the front. Right? It's better than everybody watching them walk you to the back. Okay? You're in somebody else's seat. And I'm not talking about church, okay? Sit in the front of church, okay? If you go to church, you sit in the front. You let the pastor know I'm interested in what you want to say, and I'm going to listen to you. I'm going to watch you. Right? I don't know why people sit in the back of church. They're embarrassed, I guess. But. So, right. Highlighted 14. Like clouds and wind without rain is one who boasts about a gift not given. Right? There's a note over here. Which have an outward appearance and are nothing within. Right? Like rain clouds that look like they're going to give you rain, but they don't. There's one who boasts about a gift not given. The people that do that too. Right? Well, I'm going to buy you a new car. And you're like, no, you're not. That's never going to happen. 15, this is very important. A soft tongue can break a bone. Right? Through patience, a ruler may be persuaded, and a soft tongue can break a bone. Right? Words are very, very powerful. You need to be very careful about what you say. Good advice. Seldom set foot in your neighbor's house lest he become weary of you and loathe you, right? You ever met somebody who are out there walking? They're just always around and they're always, hi, 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 hi. And you just, you're afraid to go outside because, oh no, they're out there and I can't go outside now. People like that. And 20. Like taking off a garment on a cold day or like vinegar poured on soda is one who sings songs to a heavy heart. Don't be the clown around somebody who is very sad and heavy. Something awful has happened. Right? You're best off just sitting there, being with them, not saying anything. Okay? And there you go. That's what we highlighted for Proverbs 25. And the rest of these we'll move along now. Okay, we're in the latter stretches. Okay, just more stuff from King Hezekiah. This goes on for several chapters, right? For like 4 chapters, right? And then chapter 30 is my favorite chapter of Proverbs. The words of Agar, son of Jacob. Okay, but that's next week. There you go. Stay tuned later today. We are in day 360, I believe. Man. 360. Isn't that crazy? I'm checking here. Yep, 360. And we're reading 1 John today. Okay? 1 John, and then I think tomorrow it's 2 John. Right? They're short letters. And then on Friday we'll be into Revelations. There's only 6 days left, and we're done reading the entire Bible cover to cover. Amazing. Amazing to me. But stay tuned. Give us a like if you think about it. Until later, we'll go on. See you then.